All right, so a local man says he got a parking ticket that he didn't deserve. He says he had the evidence to prove it, but officials at the city of San Diego who handled this appeal, they didn't care. He turned to Team 10 investigator Adam Rakusin for help.
It's a little yellow envelope.
It's fair to say Mark Valadolid's had his share of parking tickets.
I think I've had 3 tickets in the area where I just forget to move my vehicle, get a ticket, you pay it, you move on.
But this parking ticket he got back in December is not something he was willing to move on from. At least not without a fight.
$50, who cares about $50? For me, it's bigger than $50, so it's a matter of principle.
Mark says he was parked in this 3-hour parking near his office in Bankers Hill. He got there around 9, planned to move it around noon.
Came out to my car and realized there was a ticket on my windshield, and I went, well, hold on a second, I've only been here 2.5 hours.
The ticket said he'd been there longer than the 3 hours allowed. Something Mark says is impossible, because at the time the parking officer says he got there, Mark was down in the South Bay and has a way to prove it. These pictures of him going through the toll road booth at the exact same time he was allegedly parked in Bankers Hill. He also has a payment for a different meter later that morning and surveillance video showing him driving around the neighborhood when he was supposedly parked.
I'm like, oh, well, this will be a slam dunk case. They're going to see that, I was in a completely different city at the time where the officer said I was parked here, and I have all the proof of when I moved my car.
Only when Mark appealed, his appeal was denied. A little bewildered, he called Team 10. A spokesperson for the city tells me the citation was initially upheld at the administration review level, with staff noting the mark on his tire appeared undisturbed. After we emailed, a parking supervisor re-reviewed Mark's initial appeal. A city spokesperson says based on the evidence, the citation has been dismissed, a refund is on the way. Parking tickets are an easy way for the city to make money. Last year, there were more than 3.5 million citations. According to the city, staff reviews the initial parking ticket appeal. There are 3 levels to the appeal: administrative review, hearing, then heading to court. Mark says trial is something he was willing to do to prove a point. Now he just wants people to know what he experienced.
This appeal process should be cut and dry, and it doesn't happen. And you go, well, what is a consumer that doesn't have these tools? How are they protected?
Well, according to the city, there are 65 parking enforcement officers working for the city of San Diego. 48 of these parking enforcement officers are actively working in the field.